We are
live
from Hartville, Ohio.
with Off the Grid Headlines.
Beautiful. And we are live talking about OTG Headlines today,
Yes, we have a bunch.
as expected.
Yes, a bunch to discuss though. Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the, there's been so many things clogging the headlines
Over
as
the
of
week.
late.
Oh my gosh! Like,
I
we
mean,
leave
it's-
for like 1 week, and it's like
Yeah.
so much crap happens.
I know. Well, it's hard. I mean, I wish that we could do a daily show.
Yes.
Because there's new stuff to cover every day. There's certain topics that we can't include in our podcasts and stuff and our live stream because we don't have the time.
Yeah.
I mean, if we
Yeah.
had the time to cover everything, we would.
Yes.
We just do not.
like.
So I guess we can start it off with talking about the another thing that's been in the headlines and kind of concerning us a bit.
Yes, but there is a reason, guys, and I did this, and I told you this morning, which amazing, by the way, that we got the notes done this early. That made things so much easier, by the way.
Yeah.
For both of us. So I wanted to put this in a separate section because it affects us personally, and I kind of just want to dissect into, guys, if you've been following the news, social media news in particular, us, me and Jared,
Yeah.
along with thousands of other people, are going to have to completely reframe our business model, I feel. Because TikTok might be getting banned in the U.S. Right, Jared?
Yep.
Now, Jared, why do you see this being a big deal?
Well, I think there's
For the whole
different
country as a whole, first of all, before talking about us. Why do you
'Cause
think it's a big deal?
because
in the
I
country?
think that we're looking at a lot of people made a living off of TikTok.
Yes.
You've noticed that over a couple years or so, or several years since TikTok first launched.
Yeah.
People started gaining popularity. A lot of them came from Vine,
Yeah.
and whatnot, and they continued their followers over to that platform.
And then TikTok exploded.
But then there's people that make money off of just being like a cute couple,
Yeah.
and they do
Yeah.
like cute little videos together, but they make millions of dollars
Yeah.
by just, doing
Themselves,
videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much money they make. I mean, they probably do like,
But
maybe not a million, but like thousands of dollars.
But they're influencers, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's literally a career now,
Yeah.
is being an
insane,
influencer. And that's not even, you don't even have to sell anything.
Yeah.
All you're doing is
Making content.
is providing funny videos or cute videos or whatever.
What, really interesting clips?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't even have to be anything crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy because people could easily lose their living like that
Yeah.
just by the snap of a finger,
Yeah.
And to think that the United States is doing that, it could ruin a lot of people's lives. Now, you could look at it and be like,
Livelihoods, not live, but livelihoods.
livelihoods is what I meant.
Yeah.
But then you kind of look at it and you're like, well, why don't you go ahead and get a real job like the rest of the majority of the United States?
It is a job.
But that is a job now. That using
Times
that,
change with
I feel,
technology and with
yeah. Well, I feel like using that as an excuse and be like, well, the majority of Americans, work at, are hardworking, building bridges and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, well, yeah, that's true. But there's also times have changed. There's different, occupations that you can do that weren't available 15 years ago.
right when the internet wasn't a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you just got to accept it that influencers are the way of, the future for many people.
That's why they're known as influencers. Yeah.
And the great part about this, and I'm envious of some of these people, personally, because I'm like, man, I could make so much money if I was only able to, do what they do. It's like I could be an influencer too, and I could.
Well, we are, Joe. We have 74 subscribers, dude.
I know.
I
but
mean,
it's
like,
not,
come on, bro. Like,
it's not. I mean, it's just not stuff to make money off of. At
Yeah,
the
it's-
moment.
yeah.
But That's why
we
gotta
will get
build.
there. We will get there, Jared.
Yeah, and we just got to build up our audience.
Nice transition, by the way. So how are we? Shoot, I guess we could talk about it now because I didn't get the chance earlier. So let's have a little discussion, Jared.
Sure.
I guess what Jeremy did with his contract. I guess we can go all out. What are we gonna do? Because if I'm right in this, Jared, and you probably know more about our platform on there than I do. But if I'm right, doesn't most of our traffic come from TikTok?
Yeah, there's definitely more views on TikTok.
Okay.
But you also have to remember too, they're shorter videos.
Yeah. Okay.
So so a lot of it is like, okay, the watch minutes are not that long.
No, but we have the views though.
Yeah, there are lots of views. Yeah. So it is a concern if we do get
if TikTok doesn't get banned, yes. What are we gonna do you think? What's our game plan?
Well, I know we discussed a little bit earlier today, and we were talking about how there's ways around it.
Yeah.
Potentially. If
it's not a full-on, complete shutdown and...
Yeah, like if it's kind of like one of those things where how China... This is kind of scary to think about, but China bans certain applications in their country as well.
Yeah.
Like Facebook. You can't use Facebook in China.
Right.
You can't use Twitter in China. Those are apps that promote freedom and all this stuff that the Chinese people are not supposed to see, according to the CCP.
Yeah.
But there's ways around it in China. They use VPNs to bypass those restrictions on the certain browsers and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that could be a possibility for us.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, I
know it is kind of cheating the system, but we have to do what we have to do to keep a business running.
Right.
Or our platform, rather.
I also think, too, dude, that
if it comes to this,
I don't think it's going to affect that many people as we think it will. And I'll say that because the majority of people will realize I can still access TikTok with a VPN.
Yeah.
Now, if you have little kids that are just like playing on their parents' phone or something,
they won't be able to access it.
They won't. It's more of almost like a child ban than it is like a complete. Unless you're a stupid American that just doesn't know what they're doing.
Which could be a good thing.
Yeah. Which it has unintended benefits to it.
Yeah.
Now some people are like, "Oh, I can't use TikTok." It's like, yeah, you can, dude.
Yeah.
Use a
Just
VPN.
Be smart with it.
There's going to be a record amount of people using VPNs.
Yeah.
Now there's
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. I mean, I have one right now on my phone, Proton VPN. It's a free one, so I'm not spending any money to use it, thankfully, because I wouldn't spend that money. But I'm on a VPN for some reason right now. I forgot to turn it off. But yeah, like VPNs are helpful for a lot of people around the world,
and for a lot of uses. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of our business model, though, Jared.
Yeah.
I know I keep calling it that, but that's the only thing I can think of. Short videos. How are we going to do this? I've been thinking YouTube Shorts / Instagram Reels. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, if for whatever reason...
It does get banned.
Yeah. I mean, we could post our videos in multiple places already just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, we can diversify.
If we wanted to.
Yeah, we can diversify.
Or we could just do a thing where we have everything in a library, like of videos, so that when or if our account gets, restricted for whatever reason, whether we get banned or something, or just TikTok's banned in the United States.
Yeah, the whole thing, yeah.
That we can use YouTube or Instagram. But honestly, I don't feel any safer using any of those platforms either, because both those platforms suppress conservatives. So if I posted the same videos that I was posting on TikTok, I think that I would get banned off of YouTube before I'd get banned on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think TikTok's more free than anything else.
Hence, why do you think they want to take it away?
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing, too, it's funny how, now I heard a rumor from a friend at work, and I can't verify this claim until, I guess, watch it live tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tune in, guys, to watch it. But I hear from what they told me, all of the big tech CEOs are going to be there. Not just the TikTok one. Like the Facebook, like Mark from Facebook. I guess Elon from Twitter. Whoever the dude is, that one's Instagram. And then all of them are going to be there. Supposedly, I don't know if that's true. I have no way to verify that. I guess I'll find out tomorrow. But, like, if that is true, then you know that they're going to be barking at the government's ear. Especially Facebook. You know how close the government and Facebook are.
What do you think they're gonna? I already know.
Ban it. I already know what
they're gonna be like. They're like, I don't want. I think they're a danger to the American people.
National security risk is exactly what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
But they could care less because the companies aren't concerned with security. They're concerned about the fact that TikTok is the #1 app in the world, that they overtook Instagram and Facebook, and they don't like that. They don't want any competition. That's what they want.
Yep. There's too many fish in the pond.
Yeah. In their minds.
Yeah. Although in reality, more competition is better.
Yes, that's capitalism.
Yeah. And if you're having trouble fighting people, as a or other competition, then you need to step up your game.
Yeah, your game, not make other people's games worse.
Instead, what happens a lot in America is like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll absorb the other company. I'll buy them out.
Yeah.
Which
is okay.
Well, until it becomes a monopoly. And then you get to the point where you have only Google and Apple basically controlling all the applications that are downloaded on your phones.
Yeah.
I mean, Apple's probably the worst with this. Because they don't allow...
Purposely slowing down your phone.
Because they don't allow... purposely slowing down your phones. And also not allowing you to have any other ways of downloading apps.
Also,
it's all through the App Store.
Also no open source either.
Yeah. I mean, in reality, though, Apple does have a lot of benefits with less hackers.
I was going to say
security is much better on an Apple device.
Yes.
Now,
if only they can get their AI to work.
Yeah, I don't know. With my experience with Android stuff, just on a side note, like I always thought they were kind of buggy and kind of like...
They're more open source, though. Which is cool. Like, if you want to fully customize your phone, it's really cool. Like,
yeah, and then you're open to hackers, and so like you accidentally download the wrong app, and it screws up your whole damn phone. Yeah. No, I'm good.
That happened to my friend's phone.
Really?
Yeah. Just that I don't know. So, do you agree, Joe? Because with the statement, some people have said that this is going to be one of the biggest decisions, this Congress hearing that I think is supposed to take place tomorrow at 10 a.m. I think tomorrow, if it is tomorrow's hearing could be one of the biggest decisions in internet history. Do you agree with that or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, it affects millions and millions of Americans.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many...
150 million is how
150 million people use TikTok. Okay, so that's going to affect 150 million Americans right there.
Yeah.
That's a large amount of Americans. How many people are in the United States?
330?
Yeah, that's a huge chunk of Americans that use TikTok.
Yeah.
And there's probably more.
Yeah, that aren't listed, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the CEO of TikTok said. He said 150 million people users.
Wow. Yeah, so
wow.
It's crazy. But yeah, so I guess we're just gonna kind of keep an eye on that story. It's a developing story as of right now.
They're hearing tomorrow, guys, if you want to tune into that.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll have some more idea of what's gonna happen.
Yes.
It could it could easily be banned. But then, we could also see,
it hopefully.
Well, it could be repealed, or it could be a thing where they're like,
restricted, kind of.
Not really restricted, but maybe just like almost at a standstill. Like they can't come to a conclusion. It's like another one of those hearings where it doesn't go anywhere.
Because enough good people use it to where it's like,
they provide some reasoning, or it's like, You know how they had Mark Zuckerberg like
why does it
testify?
Why does this remind me of that situation? And Facebook's still around, so like
Yeah, and they did zero to help with the suppressing of news and whatnot.
Right.
Like it didn't do anything. Like why even bother? It was dumb, guys. It was dumb.
I think it is gonna get banned though because I have a bad feeling. But just purely because of like journalism. It's unbiased journalism. Like though, all the stuff I got from France, what we'll talk about tonight, by the way. Most of the footage I watched was from TikTok, and it was unbiased, which the government doesn't like that.
Yeah.
They don't like how it's like unbiased, without a twist on it, without any sort of political motive behind it. It just shows the footage, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's what's going on.
Well, and the thing is, I mentioned this to Aiden in the car when I was driving home.
On the drive over to the studio tonight, yeah.
Well, I was saying that Twitter is more free today than it was ever. And
yes.
I think it's freer than any other platform that is currently on the market. Which is ironic.
Back of way the tables turn, yes.
Yeah. Oh, the turns have tabled. You know, it's like it's like
the turns have tabled. I love it. I love it so much.
But yeah, it's I feel I'm trying to kind of change up our game plan a little bit on TikTok.
Yeah.
And Aiden's kind of noticed it too. Over the past week, I've been using TikTok a little bit more.
Yes.
So if you guys have not subscribed to our TikTok page or followed it rather, please do that. It's at Real Off the Grid Podcast on TikTok.
And it'll let them know that we still use TikTok. And we should not have it be banned.
Yes. So we are going to be posting more videos on there regarding our podcast and even not about our podcast.
We're definitely going to post this section to TikTok, and we might even pin it.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking. Do you agree with that, June? Should we pin it?
What?
Pin this section, what we're talking about right now, about TikTok being banned. We should pin it and make it one of the top videos so that either the company, TikTok, or all of them see it, and it's okay, this is why this should not be banned.
Yeah.
Like, this is an idea, but whatever.
I mean, what I like about TikTok is I'm using it as to get news to people that otherwise wouldn't see it.
Yes, in a fast, coherent manner, too.
So a lot of our videos now, I'm kind of changing it up a little bit. Like I said, we're going to be posting videos like stuff that's, circulating in the news, different videos regarding that.
Yeah.
We're also going to have our clips from our podcast on our YouTube channel that you're watching off of now.
Like we have done in the past, yes.
But it's going to be, not just us always on there. It'll be videos like you saw on our TikTok now. If you're following us, we posted a video about what we're going to talk about tonight, and that's the Paris protests.
Yeah.
And there was some, we got what?
It's crazy.
How many views did we got on there?
1,700 already.
Yeah, I mean, let me see what we're
I can pull it up right now.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good on there.
We got how many followers? Oh my gosh.
We are at 2,889 views.
Woo!
Yeah. And we're almost at 30 followers.
That's crazy.
Eventually, it would be nice, too, to go live off of our TikTok.
Can you imagine?
We can go live off of TikTok while we're going live on YouTube, and then you guys can comment and ask us questions and whatnot on there.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, so, I don't know, something to think about. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on here. Another big thing that was in the headlines was it's been a distraction in my opinion. Trump getting arrested. They're trying to indict him on something about the payments to Stormy Daniels,
something
that porn
like
star.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's stupid, but we'll read a little bit about it and then we'll explain why it's stupid. Here we go. Why are we not switching over?
Doo-da, doo-da. Why you mean not switching over? Hey. Hey, everybody. It's me. Hey.
Gucky Mouse. What?
What is that? What is going on? What the heck?
Where's that music
It's
coming
in my ears.
Where's that music coming from?
Oh. No. And then the clickers have got me. The clickers. We have to have a funny moment every time, Jared. You know it. Why is that a CIA van? What? Throw him in the white van. Never do it again. Okay.
This is
from... Whoa! Look at the...
What?
Look at the sign.
Murder for sale?
Oh, my God.
So this is from Fox News. Trump's base will get even stronger if he is arrested. New Yorkers sound off. Did you want to read this one, Ian?
Yeah.
This was your article.
There's an old guy. If I can see it.
Hold on.
Let me pull a little bit of magic here. Out of my beef anus.
What? Oh.
From the video.
Oh, a lot of people don't understand what you're talking about.
Out of my beef anus.
All right.
TikTok, funnily enough.
Go ahead.
I will. Give me a second.
Hurry up.
Let me get it primed.
Oh, God.
So, people in New York shared mixed reactions to former President Trump, saying that he'll be indicted and arrested by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office Tuesday. Quote, "It's about time that somebody arrested him," a New York native, Steve, told Fox News. But another local, Brian, said, "I don't get why we're still trying to find this guy guilty of stuff. It's been 7 years. Nothing's going to come of it." He added, "Let's move on." I agree with that. On Saturday, Trump posted on Truth Social that he would be arrested Tuesday for charges related to his alleged 2016 hush money scandal with adult film star Stormy Daniels. Earlier last week, a court source told Fox News that District Attorney Alvin Bragg requested a meeting with law enforcement to discuss logistics for some time next week, which would mean that they are anticipating an indictment next week. I don't think it's right, one man, Rick, or Pickle Rick, told Fox News on Monday. I don't think they should be going after a president and arresting him. But a Trump supporter, Gail, disagreed. "I think it's great," Gail said. "It will give him more notoriety and his base will get even stronger." Oh! One said he thinks the former president should get locked up. Quote, "He's broken laws, and I just feel like if anybody else breaks laws, they have to go to court," he told Fox News. "It doesn't matter the stature of where he's at. He should get locked up." Jeez. The potential indictment is centered around whether Trump covered a $130,000 payment from his then lawyer, Michael Cohen to Daniels, to prevent her from speaking about her alleged 2006 affair with Trump. Trump, who has denied an affair with the porn star, reportedly reimbursed Cohen through installments. Some have speculated that Bragg's office may claim the donation violated campaign finance laws if the non-disclosure agreement benefited Trump's campaign. Quote, "I think it would be really great if the DA started looking at real crime in Manhattan, like all pot stores that have opened up, rather than something that may have happened 7 years ago," end quote, Brian said. Trump wrote Saturday on Truth Social, now illegal leaks from a corrupt and highly political Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which has allowed new records to be set in violent crime and whose leader was funded by George Soros, indicate that the far and away leading Republican candidate and former president of the United States of America will be arrested on Tuesday next week. Protest, take our nation back.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Jared? I agree with you. It's a ploy. It's a distraction.
Again, what is their goal? Their goal is to distract from what's happening right now. What else is happening right now? Oh, yeah, the bank's collapsing.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Look, Trump needs arrested. It's like, no. That should not be the focus, but of course
also,
it
how
is.
liberalism is destroying another country.
Yep.
And it's infinitely more important than anything you have to make up about Trump.
Yep.
Like, have you seen any coverage on this? I haven't seen any coverage on this. Barely. Barely.
Well, what I've been saying not from the beginning, but for several years now,
Yes.
I've been saying that ever since the left has been going after Trump, it just makes people support him more.
Yes. When are they going to get that through their heads?
Like, I am going to support him more.
Yeah.
Because of everyone attacking him, and it's like, this guy is still standing after all of this crap.
I've never heard any president being threatened to be arrested. Think about that.
Yeah, no time in American history has a president been arrested and walked out with handcuffs on.
Or even threatened to be.
Yeah. Well, maybe there was threats in the past, like with like Watergate and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how far that went because obviously I wasn't around then. But you know, there was different times where presidents have done illegal activity. Now the question is, was the paying off Stormy Daniels, was that illegal activity? I don't know.
Right.
I'm not a lawyer. I didn't go to law school for this.
But I'm from Stanford, guys.
But I'm also not going to. I'm not going to go along with this because it's just a distraction.
Yep.
And you know what? It's politically motivated.
Well, it's more than that. It's scraping the bottom of the barrel is what it is.
Yeah. They're saying this is the last ditch effort to get him. The left has already talked about this whole issue with Stormy Daniels years ago. Like when he was president, maybe his first year in office, they were talking about it. And now they brought it back up again, only to just, now they're like, okay, well, I guess we'll try this again and hope it sticks to the wall. Nothing else is stuck.
I mean, you guys even failed with the Capitol riot. Like, because we realized that wasn't our fault. It was a bunch of stupid idiots. That's it.
Yep.
Like, bro. Oh, and Trump 2024. Let's go. I'm ready. Or DeSantis. That sounds better. But
I mean, DeSantis seems like he'd be a better governor, better leader.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And when I mean by governor, I don't mean like a governor of the state of Florida. I mean like in his governing ability.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, do I think he has the durability of Trump? Actually, yeah.
Yeah, better.
I think he is pretty durable.
Yeah.
He's been actually pretty stoic through this whole thing when Trump is attacking DeSantis over different things.
He's been attacked too. Not just by Trump, but by the media.
Well, I know, but
the whole COVID thing.
Well, yeah, but they also have not attacked DeSantis as much as Trump.
Yeah.
DeSantis is not the focus. I think, now this is kind of a conspiracy here, but I think they're doing this on purpose to get him back into the media mainstream talking points all day.
DeSantis back into...
No, Trump.
Okay.
Because...
So they're helping each other.
No, it has nothing to do with DeSantis. I'm sorry. I'm confusing you.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is that the media is trying to get Trump back in the headlines. That's why they're not talking about DeSantis as much.
I gotcha.
Of course, he's the don't say gay guy, but that was like, okay, that was a cheap shot.
That's not really important to them now.
Yeah.
Trump's the main enemy. He's like a terrorist.
Yeah, they completely did a 180 on this whole thing, and they're like, okay, let's stop talking about DeSantis for a minute, because DeSantis is...
Big bad orange man.
Yeah, big bad orange man. And also, they want him back in the news, mainstream media, because he brings in a lot of dough for these companies. They make a lot of money.
The name Trump brings in money.
Yeah, every time he's in the news, they're getting good or bad. They're getting viewers, mostly bad. They make the money off the bad news and they run with it.
Yeah,
and also I think they already know that if he is in the news for a negative thing, that there's going to be more support for him.
Oh, yeah.
And they're almost like, let's get this man back in office.
Yeah.
Throwing shit.
No! I was trying to fold it like a fidget.
And went,
like a... God. It's okay. Anyway, oh my God.
Take my picture, please. Oh, Jared.
Do it. No. Oh, Jared. Ha! You see it fly off in the screen?
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna get it in a second.
Anyways,
Anyway, that's kind of scared me actually. No, it's fine. I'll just use this.
Yeah, so guys, I don't know. Maybe it's just it could just be a conspiracy, but I kind of think that the media know what they're doing. You know, they're trying to get him back into office because if he's in office, that's what they're gonna be. They're gonna be making their money while he's in office. Another 4 years, hell yeah.
4 more years. 4 more.
See, I want him back in office for a different reason, like for him to succeed and get us back on the right path. But the media just want it so they can make money. You know? So I don't think he's going to be, I don't think he's going to serve jail time.
No.
If that's what, it's coming down to. It's like, oh, is Trump going to be in jail? No.
They tried that multiple times, didn't work.
He's been able to avoid every single attack that the left has thrown at him.
Yep.
I don't think this one's going to be any different. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be hard because there's a statute of limitations on, how long they can get them for different crimes because it's been, 2016 since this alleged crime happened.
Yeah.
Or this whole affair with Stormy Daniels. I mean, I don't doubt that he had these affairs.
Yeah.
Because he's been kind of, kind of loosey-goosey on his marriages and stuff and kind of go...
Well, that's every rich person ever, though, so that's nothing
Yeah.
new. Why should it come as a surprise? Why? Because it's the name Trump? Okay.
Yeah. But also,
No, but Musk has done it. Zuckerberg has done it. Bezos has done it.
Yeah, and
They all do it.
And he was a private citizen
Yeah.
when this happened.
Yeah.
I mean, relatively, yeah.
Rich man with lots of money. And that attracts women. Like, what do you think was gonna happen?
Yeah. Right.
That's a no-brainer. Women are attracted to power.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, all right. So now we're gonna be moving on to a different segment that
Joe?
I'm starting up here. It's called our censored headlines. So kind of playing off of the name of our show.
Yes.
But censored headlines is basically self-explanatory. It's the headlines that the media doesn't want you to hear.
Yeah.
So we are the alternative. So we're going to be picking up some things.
Pulling a book out of Daily Wire, I see.
Yeah. So I will apologize to you guys in advance. There's a lot of Fox News articles in this program today. The majority is because Fox News is the only one reporting on any of this, to be honest with you. The first article, though, Aiden had NBC News, so that was good. But, yeah, Fox News has kind of covered some of these censored headlines. Of course, Fox News is going to be censored, so, of course, they're going to be, hogging up the censored headlines section. So, yeah, just keep that in mind.
I'm surprised we didn't do any Daily Wire.
Yeah, I didn't have time to look at them tonight. All right, so...
Oh, we didn't, but yes.
Yeah, but I'm sure they had something good.
Oh, that other one's just saying, ugh.
All right, so... Police dogs are apparently racist.
Oh, no.
That was one of the censored headlines I saw today.
Oh, no.
And this is, of course, from Fox News. Let me pull this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Whoa! It's Jussie Smollett. I don't like this guy. I don't like it.
What the heck? You went all quiet. You're like,
he's scary.
hang on.
Oh, yeah. Who's that? Who's your daddy?
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's enough of that crap.
Subscribe to our podcast now.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans.
Stop!
I'm.
Wait, oh. I thought that said.
Oh my god. Anyways, so this is from Fox News. It says California bill would ban police dogs from arrest, crowd control, and cites racial bias and trauma. Oh boy. Where is this going? It says the California Assembly's Public Safety Committee has approved a bill that would ban the use of police dogs for arrests, apprehensions, and crowd control, apparently a first in the county measure. The authors of the bill cited the need for the removal of police dogs due to racial bias and violence against Black Americans and people of color. Assembly Bill 742 seeks to ban the use of police dogs for arrest, apprehensions, or any form of crowd control. The legislation would not prevent the use of police dogs for search and rescue, explosives detection, and narcotics searches. The bill, introduced by Democrat, of course, Assemblyman Corey Jackson and Ash Kalra, is designed to end, to quote, end a deeply racialized, traumatic, and harmful practice by prohibiting the use of police canines, Jackson said in a statement. The use of... What? What?
I'm just thinking of something. I'll tell you.
The use of police canines has been a mainstay in this country's dehumanizing, cruel, and violent abuse of Black Americans and people of color for centuries. AB 742 states, first used by slave catchers, police canines are a violent carryover from America's dark past. In recent decades, they have been used in brutal attempts to quell the civil rights movement, the L.A. race riots, and in response to Black Lives Matter protests.
Wait, back up.
What?
L.A. race riots. You mean the riots in 1992 that they looted so many Koreatown businesses that they literally had to stand on rooftops and defend them lives with guns, and 74 lives died, and Black people in cars winning over Asian people, those protests? Yeah. Sure, okay. Boom, just drop the mic right there.
I know. ACLU, California Action, a statement advocacy organization of the American Civil Liberties Union, co-sponsored the bill. The use of police canines has severe and potentially deadly consequences for bite victims, especially communities of color.
Well, then don't commit crimes.
Well, yeah, exactly, said Carlos Marquez III, executive director of ACLU California Action.
That's why he got in, because of his name.
Yeah,
It sounds intelligent.
This bill sets a new standard for California and marks an important step
it does.
in ending the inhumane
Yeah,
practice.
it does. A low standard.
Yeah, so anyways, guys, that's basically the...
Also, no offense, guys, but, I'm sorry. What happened was absolutely horrible in 92.
Yeah.
But you gotta remember, he didn't die. So, like, why? I mean, I'm sorry. That's just, I felt like I needed to say that, but...
Yeah.
It's not like he died. I mean, yes, it was a horrible event, but he didn't die. So why? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me.
What's your thoughts on the whole banning police canines?
It's stupid.
I don't understand. It's not like, okay, the dogs don't have a racial
Moral
bias.
compass either.
Yeah. So they're not going to purposely target Black Americans. Like, they're not going to, the police canine is not going to go breaking off out of the vehicle, chasing after the first black person it sees.
Look.
Yeah,
Look.
it's not going to do that. What it's going to do is it's going to attack or hunt down someone that is running away from the police.
Yeah.
Now, whether that's black, white, Mexican, Asian, it don't matter.
Green.
Alien,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. If it's someone running from the police or hiding from the police, they need police dogs to do that.
Yeah.
I know
Same
it.
thing with the military.
I mean, I know that they're still going to use police canines for, like, searching for narcotics and other drugs and whatever, which is fine. But also, like, it helps to find criminals.
Yeah.
So you're just going to let these criminals run amongst in the streets and hide where the police can't find them. The canines can smell these criminals by, like, a scent of the clothing or something. What are you laughing at?
Just imagining in the future, California They have officers be the dogs. They're down on their hands and knees.
Like
they
sniffing?
They're pulling a towel, and it's like,
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Here, Jeff, real life furries, they get them like to be like,
Oh, God.
police dogs. So it's
No.
like, they have one of these.
No.
And it's like, sniff out the narcotics.
That's
They go
horrible.
like,
Ugh.
they find it. Also, I also thought what made me laugh the first time is you said in the beginning of the article police dogs like used for arrest. So that made me think about if a dog wanted to tie in legs, carrying a pair of handcuffs, puts the pussy on the back and just handcuffs. You're going to jail, bot. Say goodbye to the wife and tater tots.
Oh, geez, dude.
I'm losing it tonight.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so I think that's pretty much it for that article, guys. It's just, it's hard to imagine
A world without police dogs.
Yeah, I mean, it's already bad enough out in California, and you got, you're trying to get rid of police dogs. Like, police dogs are the least of your worry. It's the crime on the streets that are the problem. And if you're afraid of getting bit by a police dog, then don't run from the police and don't commit crimes.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need...
It's not rocket science!
Like, I don't understand.
Ow.
I don't understand.
These nut jobs.
Yeah, they're a bunch of nut jobs is what it is. They don't understand that, you don't commit the crime. You don't get bit by a canine.
Right. Oh, that dog looks so mean. Look at him, Joe. Go back. Look at the dog. He looks so mean.
I know.
No, he looks freaking cute, man.
I know. I love German Shepherds. Cute. Anyways, the next one is good news, actually, for once. So Texas University cancels a drag show because it's similar to blackface. And this is from Fox News. And I'll explain to you here why it is similar to blackface.
I think I already am starting to form.
Like a idea of why.
Yeah.
Let me make sure this is centered. Okay, cool. Why don't this work anymore? Sorry, guys.
Do it again. It's
No.
system. Joe, I'm pretty freaking good at it, though, I will say.
At least I figured out how to fix the problem.
Yes.
It's not like the most efficient way of doing it, but it worked. So Texas University cancels drag show saying it denigrates women akin to blackface. So this is A&M University.
Johnny Football's college.
Says Walter Wendler, the campus president of West Texas A&M University, criticized drag shows as an event that demeans and diminishes women while canceling an event on campus. Wendler sent out an email to the school on Monday announcing that the college would not be hosting a planned drag show charity performance titled, quote, A Fool's Drag Race on March 31st. The performance, was originally meant to raise money for the transgender crisis management nonprofit organization, the Trevor Project, of course. While Wendler supported donating money to the organization itself, he denounced drag shows as demeaning to women under the subject headline, quote, a harmless drag show? No such thing. Quote, does the drag show preserve a single thread of human dignity? I think not. As a performance of exaggerating aspects of womanhood, sexuality, femininity, gender, drag shows stereotype women in cartoon-like extremes for the amusement of others and discriminate against womanhood. Any event that diminishes an individual or group through representation is wrong, Wendler wrote. There's kind of that photo that we didn't need to see.
Yeah. Great heavens.
Oh, great heavens!
He also compared the act of taking part in drag shows akin to, quote, blackface in terms of denigration quote, as a university president, I would not support blackface performances on our campus, even if I told the performance is a form of free speech or intended as humor.
Which
It
would be
is
even
wrong.
worse, yeah.
I do not support any show, performance, or artistic expression which denigrates others, in this case, women, for any reason, he wrote. Wendler continued, forward-thinking women and men have worked together for nearly 2 centuries to eliminate sexism. Women have fought valiantly, seeking equality in the voting booth, marketplace, and court of public opinion. No one should claim a right to contribute to women's suffering via a slapstick sideshow that erodes the worth of women. Should I let rest misogynistic behavior portraying women as objects, he asked. Regarding school policy, Wendler stood by the promise that his university will stand by its policy to, quote, provide fair opportunities to individuals. There's another photo we didn't need. West Texas intends to provide fair opportunities to all based on academic performance. Ideas, not ideology, are the coin of our realm. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. That's pretty much it for the article. It just kind of continues. We get the gist of what they're talking about. Yeah, what's your thoughts on that, dude?
I'll just say this. Drag shows are just weird.
Yeah.
They're just weird. Like, they'd be make a good horror movie setting. I'll just say that for right now.
Oh, yeah.
Creepy as hell, chasing after you with a machete.
Yeah. Jeez,
so bad.
And I don't know where people get, enjoyment out of watching it.
Right.
Especially women. Because it's just like, they're denigrating women.
Right.
Poking fun at womanhood.
Right.
And saying this is how women act, it's dramatized because, like walking out with your purse, holding like this. And it's like, okay, well, the majority of women don't, walk around like mixed sassy pants all the time.
Right.
It's what it is a bunch of gay guys dressed up in women's clothing.
They probably want to get go first.
Yeah. A bunch of gay guys walking around in women's clothing, putting on a show half naked.
Yeah.
And oftentimes are now in front of children putting on these shows. And
there was a video on TikTok that makes me mad every time I see it. I think you know what I'm talking about.
You want to talk into the microphone?
The one where it's I think it's another drag show, but it's in a school, elementary school. Remember seeing this?
I don't know. I've seen multiple videos of different.
Well, the kid was like, "Shut up." And I was like, thank God that the kid said
yeah,
something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
I was like, are you kidding me?
A kid knows better than half of the
Right.
administrators.
Right.
Wow.
I applaud the parents.
Yeah, for raising the kid that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's really a bad look for schools that endorse that kind of activity, those kinds of shows. Instead of like, let's put on a normal play, or
it's
or
like
a musical
strip club, but like not.
Yeah, you're bringing it to a school.
Not as well done. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, no. See,
at least in real strip clubs, they know what their gender is.
Exactly. You don't want to see nothing hanging out of that dress. I'm telling you right now.
I can tell you that.
Yeah. There's something poking through the dress.
That'd be my pecker.
Oh, great heavens!
You're at a strip club and you see that.
Oh, great heavens!
Everyone has a preference. Everyone has their. Never mind.
Where are you going with this, Aiden?
Nothing. You know what? One adult show. Everyone has their fetish, I guess.
Yeah. You do you, boo.
Good lord, what a way to end that.
Yeah.
It's getting kind of cold in here.
Are you kind of cold right now?
No.
Oh. Okay, so there was something else too I wanted to mention I didn't have. Okay, yes. Let me pull that up real quick. It wasn't in the notes because I forgot to add it, but now that I'm on that subject,
We can talk about it.
talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Pew, 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 pew.
Ugh.
Okay, let me pull it up real quick.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, this is another this is interesting.
little
Let me pull this up.
Psycho. Go.
MSN.com. Actually, let me see if the Daily Wire has something. I haven't used them yet today, so I feel like I need to use it.
My girl's company, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shit was torturing me earlier.
I can do it again, too.
No, you don't. You cannot. Stop.
I have the ability.
No. Low-hanging fruit, Jared.
I know, it's so satisfying.
Like a carrot on a stick.
Yes.
Thanks, Vogue. I don't get why people think Lindsay Lohan's attractive. Like, what?
Maybe back in the day. She's old and grody.
Oh,
Oh, no. Wait, hold on, go back.
I didn't think you went deep.
Oh, no, that's not right.
What?
That wasn't what I was looking for. I'll just take the first article. Bless you.
Ow, ow.
Did you smack your head?
I hit my head against the mic.
Nice. Okay, so this is something too I wanted to talk about. And of course, it's not going to switch over for me. Yay! Damn, dude, you're gonna break the damn microphone.
Maybe I should take the hat off.
Maybe you should sneeze the other direction. Just a thought.
That was good. Wow. Thanks, Chad.
You're welcome.
My ears itch.
I just
too.
got to give you some harsh truth. Hard
Truth.
truths.
I just watched myself back in the mirror.
All right, so this
Anyway.
is another thing that popped up this week that I wanted to talk about, and I forgot about. College segregating graduation ceremonies by race, and it sparks anger. This is from Newsweek. It says Grand Valley State University has come under fire from conservatives after hosting separate graduate celebrations for Black, Asian, Latino, Native American, and LGBTQ students, in addition to the main... Yeah, divided by sign, exclamation point, at symbol, squiggly sign, carrot, and star, caps lock,
Caps lock. Now you're locked in. You can't do anything else.
QWERT, QWERTY.
That's my kind of quirty lady.
Anyways, yeah, those types of students. In addition to the main graduation ceremony. So the Michigan-based college said the annual, quote, cultural graduations are intended to recognize accomplishments in the spirit and traditions of our diverse identities and cultures. Separate graduation events for different communities have sprung up at a number of American universities over the past few years. Supporters argue they showcase pride in an institution's diversity, while critics claim they are regressive and unnecessarily divide students. Conservative commentator Matt Walsh shared a copy of an email sent to GVSU students known as Lakers, who were, quote, within 24 credits of graduation from GVSU. It's hard to say that for some reason. it said Grand Valley is hosting, quote, 5 unique graduation celebrations designed to honor our diverse graduates, in addition to the main ceremony. It listed these as the Asian graduation celebration, the Black graduation celebration, the Latino AX graduation celebration, the Lavender graduation, celebrating LGBTQIA graduates, and the Native graduation celebration. It's talking like the Grinch. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it, and it's stupid.
If I can't find anything in the wild, I'm not going. Ooh. Ah. That's it, I'm not going. Fucking love that movie.
Oh, that's funny.
Wait.
What?
The Nevada College invite me down there on such short notice. Even if I wanted to go, my schedule wouldn't allow it.
Yeah. Even though he doesn't do jack squat.
Wait, everyone in the community ever? 4 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 5 o'clock, stare into the abyss. Once I put myself loathing, I'm booked. Though if I push it until 9, I could sit in bed and watch myself slip slowly into madness. But what would I wear? Oh, that's awesome.
Anyways, back on track here. So if you guys could understand anything that I just said, the basic gist of it is, they're segregating students based on their race into different ceremonies.
Yeah, like that's discrimination.
Yeah, it's regressing back to what the South did.
Yeah,
back before the Civil War.
And they think it's progressive.
Or after the Civil War. Back.
They were called what? Southern Democrats, right? I mean,
yeah,
it's in the.
Go figure that the Democrats have never changed.
Yeah.
Since they were slave owners back in the day. They still haven't changed. They're still trying to segregate people based on color.
While pushing for equality.
Yeah, while pretending to push for equality and whatever, they're actually going back and they're fighting against it in reality.
Yep.
Whether they realize it or not, it's like...
It was a Republican president who ended slavery, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Before Democrat killed him.
Yep.
Mind you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I've noticed this, too, over at Kent State. When I went there was different sashes that were worn for, basically, if you're black, you get this sash, and you can wear it at the ceremony and stuff. It's like, I don't understand. I don't know. It's weird. They have, the red, green, I don't know. They had different colors on their sashes. At least they went to the same ceremony that we did, as the rest of the, community did. It's like, I don't understand. Are black people supposed to be happy that they're being segregated away from the rest of the population? Are Asians supposed to be happy about this? Are Latinos supposed to be happy about this?
That's like getting a participation trophy for adults.
Yeah. I mean...
Congratulations, you exist.
But still, you're separating people, and you're not helping race relations in America by separating based on race with graduating from college. Yeah. Because in reality, the majority of Americans, have to deal with different people of different cultural backgrounds.
They do
each
that
and every
anyway.
day.
Yeah, like a work.
So if you are not able to talk with someone of a different race because you were segregated in college with all these, oh, you're black, so you go do this. And, you don't have to you don't go with the whites. You don't graduate with the whites. You have your own ceremony, and you're supposed to be happy about that. But then you don't know how to communicate with white people, or white people don't know how to communicate with black people.
Yeah.
And then it's like there seems to be more of a disconnect there.
It's a cycle.
And then everyone, again, another effect of the left is that you're not allowed to say certain things in front of black people. You're not allowed to make certain jokes. Black people are allowed to make plenty of jokes about, white people, whatever they want.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. There was something else, too, that was they were talking about in the headlines this past week.
Well,
there was a cartoon. Did you hear about that cartoon artist, the comic book drawer for the newspapers? And he was in the headlines last week or so. He said something about, I don't agree with what he said, but he said, separate yourself from black people, get away from all this, because all this craziness going on in America, just the best thing is to avoid black people, basically is what he said.
yeah.
And he avoided, he said that, and then he got canceled. And I don't agree with anything he said, but then turn around and you have that lady that wrote that book, White Fragility.
Yeah.
You've heard that book, right?
Yeah. I've heard the name.
Well, the book is completely it's racist, first of all.
Towards white people, I'm guessing,
towards
right?
white people, of course, because it's trying to say, I don't know a whole lot about the book because I've never read it, but I'm going to read some summaries of it and of other people that have read it at one point. But she basically said the same thing, and it's like, it's okay for her to say it because she's on their side, She talks about how bad white people are all the time. And it's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this conversation. I'm tired that we have to have this conversation. Like,
what,
you should.
It's about racism in general? Like, that's still a thing?
Yeah.
That's what I'm mad at.
Yeah.
Not so much like white people are being attacked, which they are. Absolutely. But, like, just the whole race thing in general. Like, we haven't gotten over it yet. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, on both sides of the aisle, like, we haven't gotten over it yet. Like, we've
Yeah,
been
and
to the freaking moon, but we haven't, like, gotten over racism? Like, what?
Yeah, and they say we're, like, one of the most racist countries in the world, and then it's like, we've come so far from 1860 to, 2023.
Yeah, you don't see anyone whipping black people anymore.
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. And they always make up these fake headlines about nooses hanging in, at a NASCAR, that Bubba Wallace or whatever did that one thing like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It said, "Oh, there's a noose in my garage." It's like, no, dude, that's literally a rope that you pull the garage door down with.
Yeah.
You dumbass.
Yeah.
And then also,
NASCAR driver doesn't know what a freaking garage chain is, apparently.
Yeah.
Works on cars, you dumbass. Like,
yeah. Is this your first time racing,
What?
Bubba? Like,
What?
come on. You should know this.
I'm mad at that as a NASCAR fan. I'm sorry, but just, like, I'm just mad at that. Anyway,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to one of those races, by the way. Those look so much fun. Also, guys, I'm going to step on toes here, but I feel like I have to say this. And yes, they have their reasons, but I kind of find it ironic how they can use the N-word, but we can't. Like, what? Like, when? What? First of all, why would you even adopt that word into your culture? Secondly, why?
How is it okay?
I'm not saying white people should use it because
because no one should be using it.
What?
It's just an overall mean word.
Although it is GGA versus GER.
Yeah.
But still, it's the same kind of like. It came from that word though, the actual like bad.
Yeah.
Derogatory term. I was like, why would you want to adopt that language in the first place if it was used to put you down?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
They use it to greet each other from what I hear and stuff. It's like, why would you want to?
I've heard it said multiple times in the workplace, mind you.
Yeah.
Not where I currently work, but when I worked over at Cracker Barrel, that was said quite a lot there.
Yeah.
Because I had someone, a person of color that worked there with me, and, he would say it to, other white people.
Yeah.
And, of course, none of the white people that were referred to in that way referred to him that way
Yeah.
because it's okay for him to say it, but it's not okay for the white person to say it.
Well, I have a funny story about that. There was a friend. Well, I'll tell you after, but it's funny. Yeah, but like I don't get why. I don't know. I don't get it. It has a linguistic term for it, like stuff like that. Words that have been derogatory that have been changed to be adopted into a culture. There's some form. There's something that's called. I just don't remember the name of it right now. But I don't know. It's just ironic, and yet they want to ban all these books too and stuff.
Yep, it's I mean, we can go on and on about
Train
this
and all that.
Yep. Let's see.
It sucks.
It sucks. Okay. And this is kind of another censored, funny article. I don't know why it's censored. Interesting.
I'm telling you guys, it's fine. It's fine.
So apparently there was a bill that was passed to prevent your fridge from spying on you.
A lot of bills are passed today. Jeez.
Bills for days.
Oh, I'm just a Bill, but I like to be Jill. And I'm granting bathroom access at will. Oh.
That's so true, though, isn't it? Oh, no.
What is that? Wait, what is that? I mean, who is that?
I was trying to just move the screen here, and I moved. That was funny, guys.
Check out our previous podcast for that image.
Okay, so this is from the Washington Examiner.
Always truthful.
Why are you... Why, in a sarcastic way?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I I'm just... yeah. No, I'm just... I don't know why this is on the Washington Examiner, but we'll take it with a grain of salt if it's something not truthful, but we'll see. Let's see. Legislation to ban spying by refrigerators is just a vote by the full Senate away from becoming law. The Senate...
What? That full sentence was confusing. What?
Legislation to ban spying by refrigerators is just a vote by the full... I can't...
Why? Like, what?
Oh. You need someone to review this content. Don't make me have a brain aneurysm trying to read that.
We struggled with typing last week. This week it's reading.
But it don't help when you can't spell. And you can't put sentences together, man. Come on, man. Ugh. Okay, let me try to read a little bit of this without, like, having a panic attack. Put baking soda in the toilet. Not everyone knows
this. Ouch.
Oh, yeah. The Senate Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee on Wednesday approved the Informing Consumers About Smart Devices Act, which would give the Federal Trade Commission the power to force the designers of internet-connected devices to disclose whether recording hardware is installed into smart devices.
Oh, yeah.
The bill would affect smart appliances such as televisions and refrigerators, but not mobile phones, laptops, or other devices for which the owner reasonably expects to see recording devices. The next step for the bill is a vote by the Senate, which would send it to the White House to become law. The House passed the bill late last month. As the number of smart devices found in homes steadily climb, consumers deserve greater transparency about how these devices work and how they impact privacy, Senator Ted Cruz said in a statement. Quote, Americans should know if the fridge is recording their family's words and movements, and they should know whether their virtual assistant is transmitting audio recordings of private family conversations. And that's a legitimate concern, but it's so funny hearing Ted Cruz, like, in that quote.
Talking about technology.
We're worried about my refrigerator recording me. Like, can you imagine back in, like...
Yeah, hon, get your...
Hell yeah, hon, get your tits out. Like, dude, when George Orwell wrote his book, right?
Yes.
Was he ever thinking of a refrigerator? If he knew that was a real thing, dude, he would absolutely lose it. He was George Orwell was talking about screens on your wall in your house that were recording you, not a damn refrigerator. Heck, actually,
not a damn refrigerator.
Actually, I don't even know if they had refrigerators back then. They might have just had ice boxes, but I don't know. Either way,
hey George Orwell, that's a big metal thing that you can put your ice in that spies on you now.
yeah, like
What?
this is
What?
what the hell? This is 1984, like on steroids, dude. That we're living it today, but it's way past that book.
V for Vendetta. It's so bad. It's so bad.
I kind of threw that story in there because it was funny, and I kind of laughed at it. I'm like,
hold on,
why is this a headline?
Hold on. I gotta put.
Bruh.
Do you want your fridge recording you?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Hold on.
What is Aiden doing? Oh God, what are you looking up?
It is watching.
Here, let me see if I can show this.
It is watching.
Oh my God. I'm about to put googly eyes on my refrigerator. Yeah.
Enjoy these giant eye stickers. Your life will be full of fun.
Yeah.
And, but the upgraded package, you can get all your food to watch you too.
You're never alone.
Pick me, Daddy, pick me.
What's wrong, dude?
Nothing.
Continue on what you're saying.
So,
Continue on. What are you? I don't even know what you're going on about. Why are you stopping?
It's live, dude. Shut up. God damn it, Jared.
Yeah, I
Stop.
I think you should put this as your profile pic on your phone.
Just like, just
You need a cardboard cutout of Brett Cooper, and then you can like take a photo of
Stop.
like life size, you know, like her actual height.
I'm done.
No, dude, not like, I'm joking with you, man. All right, I'll take her off screen.
No, I was joking too, Judge.
Okay. I could put her as our logo, even
can-
like right next to
I'll
OTG
tell you
Headlines.
afterwards, Joe, what happened.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway,
I was waiting all.
I
the
know
whole
you
time
had to do
that.
it.
I had to. I spent time setting it up on this.
Hopefully she
system.
sees this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Brett, I just want to let you know, Aiden is single. So reach out if you are interested, and also
Stop.
reach
No,
out.
Just leave it at that. Just leave it at that.
Okay.
Just don't need to go into detail, Joe. Stop. There's no way to.
I was trying to say, like, hey, get us a Daily Wire deal.
Oh, by all means, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yes.
We could be like a fun, like, little segment on the Daily Wire.
Yes.
That'd
My
be
guy.
awesome.
Anyway, my face is probably completely wet.
Oh.
Anyway.
Tag Brett Cooper. Whatever you do, whoever's watching live right now, just tag Brett Cooper.
tag. Just spam it.
Just spam it. Just spam it. And put the timestamp that we were talking about
Stop!
in the description.
Our title for this video should have been Aiden with Swan.
Yeah.
I love it. Anyway, back to normality.
Yeah.
So.
Where were we?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Namaste.
Gain your peace, Aiden. Your heart rate's 120. That's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. So.
Where were we?
Oh, yeah, pandemics.
Yes.
So. Joe, do you want to read this one?
I'll let you read it, dude. Because why do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because, yeah.
Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
You can discover it for yourself. what this is.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I
I've read
thought
this thousands of times already.
I thought
so-
you wanted to
No.
read it because.
Dad sent me this today.
Oh, okay.
And it's what?
How come I can queue up Brett Cooper, but I can't queue up
What the
that webpage?
sounds so bad, Jared. Stop.
What? What did I say wrong? What did I say wrong?
Nothing. I'll tell you afterwards. I'll let you listen back to it.
Oh God, you're gonna pull it up, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Time to get back at you a little bit, Jared.
I'm not upset about.
You're not
this.
wanting to win, Jared, are you?
Huh?
You're not wanting to win, are you?
No.
So you can just queue up women like left and right. Good Lord, forgive us, please.
Okay. Let's get back to this. I'm getting really off the rails, just like the train in East Palestine. All right.
Too soon, Jared.
Too soon. Sorry.
Too soon.
Too soon. It's like Jared's off the rails.
You
tonight.
made me crazy.
My apologies. So this is from NBC News.
News at 4.
What?
NBC News at 4.
Why is it 4 o'clock? I don't know. It's like 10 o'clock here. Deadly fungal infection spreading at an alarming rate, CDC says. It's a type of yeast called Candida.
No.
Candida.
Candida. It's called
Candida auris.
Or
C. auris. It can cause Canada auris. I knew Canada was behind this.
It's the Canadian government.
If it's not the Chinese, it's the Canadians. I just knew it. Crowder is causing the spread.
Crowder Ors.
Crowder, or because he's from Canada.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he's a Canadian. Eh?
Crowder can cause severe illness in people with weakened immune systems.
Primarily the left. No hate on you, Crowder, at all. Anyways, a drug-resistant and potentially deadly fungus has been spreading rapidly through U.S. healthcare facilities, a new government study finds. The fungus, a type of yeast called Candida auris, or C. auris, can cause severe illness in people with weakened immune systems. The number of people diagnosed with infections, as well as the number of those who were found through screening to be carrying C. auris, has been rising at an alarming rate since it was first reported in the U.S. Researchers from the Centers for Disease Control Prevention reported Monday. The increases, quote, especially in the most recent years, are really concerning to us. The study's lead author, Dr. Megan Lehman, chief medical officer in the CDC's mycotic diseases branch, said
basically researching fungal diseases. Joe.
Gotcha. Said in an interview, quote, we've seen increases not just in areas of ongoing transmission, but also in new areas. The CDC's new warning published in the Annals of, and not anal, Annals.
in the anal.
I can't read tonight.
Of internal medicine.
Internal medicine comes as the Mississippi Department of Health is fighting a growing outbreak of the fungus. Since November, at least 12 people have been infected with C. auris, with 4 potentially associated deaths.
Yeah. Yep.
The state's epidemiologist, Dr. Paul Byers, said in an email.
Real bias?
Byers! There has been ongoing transmission at 2 long-term care facilities, which is basically old people homes.
Nursing home, yeah. Just like what we're talking about.
Although cases have been identified at several other facilities in the state. Quote, unfortunately, multi-drug resistant organisms such as C. auris have become more prevalent among our highest risk individuals, such as residents in long-term facilities, Byers said. The fungus can be found on the skin and throughout the body, according to the CDC. It's not a threat to healthy people, but about 1/3 of people who become sick with C. auris die. Holy crap.
Yeah.
In the CDC report, researchers analyzed state and local health department data on people sickened by the fungus from 2016 through December 31st, 2021, as well as those who were quote, colonized, meaning they were not ill but were carrying it on their bodies
So
with the
basically
potential
They're basically carriers
of
but in a fungus.
transmitting it to others who might be more vulnerable to it. Infections have increased by 59% to 756 from 2019 to 2020, and then by an additional 95% to 1,471 in 2021. That's quite a jump there.
Look at how many states it's in, Joe.
Oh, yep, it's in Ohio for sure. I don't know if
That's
you guys,
in Ohio, but it's orange.
which means
It's cautious. Like it's look how many people, Joe.
okay, that shade of orange is like right here, right?
Yeah.
So it's 11 to 50 cases, right?
Yeah, just about. Now that could be not updated, so
Yeah, so I mean, it's probably more than that
yeah,
by now.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see most of the screen there. Wow.
They actually mentioned The Last of Us in this article, Judd. Funnily enough.
Is it down here?
That's what that one might be.
Oh,
Because we don't want people who watch The Last of Us to think we're all going to die. It said this is an infection that occurs in extremely weakened people, basically.
yeah.
Well, for now, but that's what they say about COVID, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
But also, it's we also have to remember too, it's different than a viral
yeah,
infection.
yeah.
So we don't know because viruses can mutate.
Yeah, but so can fungus, though. They can evolve.
But
so it's
at what rate are we talking?
Right,
here, you know?
yeah.
And also too, we are kind of have a little bit of peace at knowing that it only affects people with weakened immune systems or
now,
really
yeah.
elderly,
Me.
which is basic.
Me though.
Which
I mean, so
yeah,
that could be a concern. I mean,
also, how does it transmit? Is it by
Surfaces.
surface area?
Yeah.
Okay. So
just like in the show and the game. You guys know what I'm referencing because you know why I pulled this article up. It's like, oh my god. Like,
Yep.
the show just came out and we're dealing with this already. Like, what in the world?
yeah,
What?
Aiden's losing it.
So what do you think?
Oh, great heavens!
What do you think about that, Jared? All this.
It's scary. But what are the differences between The Last of Us?
Well, zombies,
One.
mostly
Yeah, obviously,
zombies.
yeah.
Zombies.
But so basically, it would,
Also different fungus. In The Last of Us, it was Cordyceps unilateralis, Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, and in this real life strain or fungus, it's Candida, so it's different. It's a different kind of fungus altogether.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a
There's
made up.
thousands of different species.
fungus,
No. Cordyceps is real.
Okay.
But it was that one that we showed last time.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But in that universe, it goes to humans, obviously. But anyway, now is it possible for something like that to happen? I don't know. I mean, we've talked about it before. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's required a huge evolutionary jump, but well, not evolutionary, but like a lot of adaptation to
Yeah.
be able to do it in that way. But yeah, it's just, I don't. We might not become zombies, but the fungal infection wiping out humanity seems a lot like The Last of Us to me. Like, not probably the zombie part, but like the dead part.
I don't know. I'm gonna stay on the optimistic side.
Yeah.
Because you got to look at it. It's such a small amount of cases.
Well, also, you have to think.
Yeah.
The show just came out. They're probably just reporting on it purely because the show's out.
like they're trying to drum up panic.
not really panic, but just like because everyone's watching the show.
Yeah.
And that's like it's relatable kind of a thing.
Yeah, because it's noticeable now, like kind of with the train derailment thing.
Yeah.
Related
Yeah.
but not related because like they say, oh,
Everyone's on the Last of Us hype train, so it's like
yeah. Well, no, what I was saying is that there's so many train derailments that are in the news right now, and it's like, why are all these happening now? But then you look back and it's like, okay,
the
if you look at
media's
the
rapidly
if you look at the
reporting.
data, there's train derailments every year. They just don't.
A lot of them.
A lot of them are not reported on in the mainstream media, so it's not brought to the attention of people, and now it is. And people are now seeing it. I'm sure there's some effect that, there's a terminology for this, but it's not coming to my brain at the moment.
Yeah.
But, when people are aware of it, people are like, oh, it's happening all the time. No, it's not happening all the time. It's the same thing with, there's a news article about, a black person getting beaten up by a police officer.
Oh, my God.
Were you thinking the same thing?
Why are you in my head right now? Whoa. I was thinking police shootings, but
yeah,
the
well,
same thing.
either thing.
Same thing. They're
Yeah.
interchangeable. That's creepy, dude.
But yeah.
That's when you know you're good friends. Well, it's like you just
on
know.
the same wavelength.
Yeah, you just know. You just know.
Oh, yeah, you just know. But yeah, it's
Freaking scary.
what, me on the same wavelength or?
No. The fungus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that
I'll talk about.
we've been wanting to talk about here
Hold
for
on.
a hot
Turn my
minute.
glasses off for this. Hold on. I gotta show you guys. Gotta get up close to the camera to see
Oh,
this.
no.
Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Check this out, guys.
What is Aiden doing?
Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see it, but
You can back up a little more if you need to,
Yeah.
closer to that.
A bunch of different sayings on it too. So it's like different sayings on it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I want to show you guys that in preparation for this.
All right, let me try to get this pulled up here. Please work for this last one for me. And you don't. That's I ask way too much of you.
So
I hate this.
I hate everything. Hardy ha ha.
Party hair.
Hi, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hold on, let me say it again. Hold on. Let me say it again. Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Ha ha, ha ha. Give me that. Why is that so funny? Why is that so funny? You're the wheel. You're like the wheel.
Many people don't understand what that is from.
Like, why can't I?
All right, Aiden, you want to go ahead?
Let's take it away.
Take it away, Aiden.
Taking me, take my breath. Let me find the article. I know what's right in front of me, but my eyes suck. Guys, we gotta stand with them. So, I'll explain to Jared what this is in a second. So, French President Emmanuel Macron has given a defiant defense of his decision to force through a rise in the pension age in the face of protests across France and 2 no-confidence votes. This reform isn't a luxury. It's not a pleasure. It's a necessity, he said. Protesters have been emboldened by the government's use of constitutional power to ram through reforms without a vote in the National Assembly. A 9th round of strikes and national protests would take place on Thursday. There have been 6 nights of demonstrations involving hundreds of arrests in a number of cities. Bins that have been left overflowing by refuse workers have been set alight, and 13% of petrol stations are running short on fuel because of blockades at oil refineries. Almost half of pumps in the Bourg-de-Rhône area of the south have run dry.
Bushies do Rone.
The protests have also cast a cloud over King Charles's imminent visit to France. Green MP Sandrine Rousseau called for the trip to be cancelled. Is the priority really to receive?
I don't think that was in the article.
Something is taking place within French society. The priority is to go and talk to society, which is rising up. Under pressure to lower tensions, Mr. Macron made his first public remarks on the escalating pensions woe in an interview broadcast on 2 of the main French channels at Wednesday lunchtime. The French president said protesters had a right to take it to the streets and their anger had been taken into account. But it was not acceptable when they resorted to violence without any rules whatsoever. Do you think I enjoy passing this reform? No, he said. Looking to bring in the rise in the pension age by the end of 2023, he said he had a responsibility not to leave the issue alone despite its unpopularity. Now listen to this, Jared. Just to kind of explain to you what's going on with the economics. So, France has a pay-as-you-go pension system, whereby workers pay for retirees. Mr. Macron pointed out that when he began working there were 10 million French pensioners, and now there were 17 million. Quote, the longer we wait, the more the deficit will deteriorate. He said it was time to move, reviving dialogue with the unions and all the political forces that were ready to do so. He outlined a list of priorities for the rest of his presidency, reforming immigration laws, building 200 new barracks for military, police, schools, health, and the environment. President Macron's decision to use the 49.3 clause to force through a rise in the pension age from 62 to 64 and prolong pension contributions is considered to be his biggest political risk since he took on the Yellow Vest protesters in the first term of his presidency. But at that point, he had a healthy majority in parliament, and now he leads a minority government, and the retirement reform is highly unpopular.
Ain't that the truth?
Union leaders, along with the far-right National Rally and far-left France Unbound parties, have united in anger at Prime Minister Elizabeth Warren's move to ram through the legislation. So, unlike America, where we have to be divided on everything, both sides think this is a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, agreements on one thing does not happen very often here in the U.S.
Marine Le Pen of National Rally said she would not play any part in... any part in putting out the fire, as the president was the only one who had the keys to a political crisis he himself created. Amen! Let me see if there's anything else. No, there's nothing else.
There's a picture, too.
Yeah, I'm going to show it. See, there's a person in the...
Yellow vest, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
And the thumbnail that we have, guys, that's of the 2018 Yellow Vest protests, but it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
same issues. It's the same issues.
Yeah,
because he hasn't solved them.
Well, yeah, and also, even if you haven't mentioned that there was a difference between, no one would even notice, because it's the same, people are still wearing those vests out there protesting.
Yeah.
They brought them back out of their closet.
Yeah.
Or never left. I mean, probably some of them were still protesting for all those years, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, probably in smaller amounts.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you remember hearing about that back in when it happened?
Yes, I do remember. We talked about it, I believe.
Yeah, on the podcast.
Yeah. But the thing is, even if there were protests happening since 2018,
yeah,
we wouldn't know about it because the
media
mainstream
does
media,
it. Yeah,
they have an attention span of a squirrel,
like TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, basically, the amount that it takes to watch a video on TikTok, which is about a minute, which is usually how long the videos are, that's usually how long the media pays attention to one story. They move on to the next story, whatever is...
Like it's nothing.
Yeah, because it's all about the money. It's not like, okay, these are actual issues. So, like, once it's taken out of the media, you don't think about it anymore.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I haven't heard anything about this.
No.
Certainly not from CNN or any of those people.
Yeah, it's been... my usual podcasts that have commentary and news.
Yeah.
Like Ben Shapiro or Matt Walsh or Michael Knowles.
Yeah.
All those podcasts that I listen to on the daily, we'll talk about the topics that the mainstream media don't talk about.
Yeah.
And, and it's important to be informed.
Yes.
And unfortunately, you cannot rely on Fox News. You can't rely on CNN.
Yeah.
Because all they do is they focus on
they broadcast propaganda.
Yeah. And they also don't focus on some other important issues. Yeah, I mean they do like, focus on issues that are important, but sometimes they're off key.
Yeah.
When they're looking at certain ones. And
absolutely.
Like,
And here's my thing, too. Anything with... So, the reason I wanted to talk about this is First of all, it might be the French Revolution 2.0. Also, which was an absolutely huge event in world history, if you guys don't aware. But also, I'm a worker. Jared's a worker. We both work. You know how hard it is to work and earn money. And deal with... I bet to say some people that you probably do not like, Jared, every single day.
Yep.
And knowing that your money is going toward someone who does not have your best interests in mind, who's going to push their agenda, who's going to push whatever they want, it should piss you off.
Yeah.
And I think France is doing the right thing here. We have to stand with France, guys. That's why the title of the video tonight is what it is, because we have to stand with France. They don't let their tiny political differences get in the way.
Yeah.
They're French first. That's their identity. They're French first. And I'll say this. As a president, if you can get both the left and the right mad at you, you know you've messed up.
Yeah.
It's like we have to defend workers' rights. It's imperative. Now, I'll ask you, Jared. What would be your line that you draw as to when you should go on strike with something? When should you,
me, it's like work conditions is one.
Okay.
You know, you don't want to be working in a work environment that is hazardous to your health in any way.
Yeah. Or hostile to you.
Hostile to you.
Yeah.
Also, pay could be a reason for, protesting or going on strike. And then, of course, your retirement.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people want to be able to retire, you know, at an age where you can still kind of enjoy the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But also, like, you worked,
62 to 64 doesn't seem like that much of a difference, but think about if you spend a whole year at 61, you spend a whole year planning.
And you're like,
for when you
I'm
retire.
I'm going to retire next year. And then
2 more years.
Yep. That would rile anybody up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially the older people in France. And, I can only imagine.
I mean, it's the younger people that are doing the rioting, but, like, I can understand why, though. Like, respect your elders kind of a thing. Like, I think that's what's happening in a subconscious level. It's like it's acting out of respecting your elders.
Yeah.
Even if it is sometimes through violence. It's like giving the message that, like, hey, like, no, let them live their lives now. They've worked long enough. They don't need to work any longer.
Yeah.
And yes, the whole thing about they do have a different work schedule than we do, Jared. If you don't know, they do work a 4-day week.
Like,
but
are they 10-hour days?
I was gonna say, but yes, but it's longer hours though.
I understand because I worked that type of shift with my last job.
Yeah, it still puts a hood on you.
Yeah,
it still sucks your energy out of you.
I mean, it is nice though, to have, that option.
Yes.
For people that are wanting to have 3 days off a week.
Yes.
That was nice for me for a while. I did enjoy having 3 days off because I felt like I had more rest.
Yes.
But I also felt like I had to work harder to get that rest.
Yep.
Because with my job, it wasn't like, oh, I'm sitting at a desk for 10 hours a day.
No, you're
on a
moving
computer.
around.
I'm moving around, lifting stuff up, up and down all day. And so by the end of the day, by the end of that 10-hour day, I'm whooped. And I had no time to do anything after work. I mean, it was like immediately I get home, eat dinner, go to bed, repeat. Work 10 hours, go to bed, eat, it was just the same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the definition of insanity, is repeating the same thing every day. No difference. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm very blessed to have the job that I have now, working for a Christian ministry. Yeah. And I drop down a couple hours back to 8 hours a day, like the usual amount of hours that people work a week or per day.
Yes.
And, so I only have 2 days off, but I'm also not moving around all the time. So I'm in a seat, working at a computer, doing what I love. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel drained at the end of the week. So 4-day week for me doesn't work.
Yeah.
At least for the line of work I was doing before.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people enjoy that. Apparently in America, that's gaining popularity, 4-day work weeks. I heard on the news
Yeah.
the other day they were talking about it.
Maybe they're trying to pull a France, but.
Yeah. But no, I'm not a big fan of the 4-day work weeks, but I understand what they're talking about when it comes to retirement.
Yeah.
I mean, don't mess with someone's retirement.
Yeah.
You do that, you're up in for a world of hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just like I was talking about last week on Headlines, we were talking about saving up, investing money in gold and silver. How is that?
This happens.
And then this happens. But when we're talking about America,
yeah,
banks are collapsing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're in a world of hurt here.
Yes.
In terms of retirement too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
we're not widening over it yet, but
but it's
we should be. Our work age is older.
Yeah. What, 65?
70.
Is it 70 now? No way. Really?
I think 67, 70.
I thought it was 65.
No, 67.
Or did they 67 now?
67, 70, yeah.
Can we look that up real quick?
Yeah. I'm guaranteed it's 67. I'm guaranteed.
Let's see. Let's see. What are we at here? The current full retirement age is 67 for people attaining age 62 and 23.
So to receive your full pension, you must be 67. Think about that. That's almost 70.
Yeah.
That is literally bullcrap.
I would hope that some of the people that were about to become of age for the pension was able to be grandfathered in.
Yes,
some of them,
yes. Oh, also, Jared.
Yeah.
They didn't let it go to a vote.
Yeah, because they rammed it through.
Yes.
Yeah, they just said in that article, rammed through legislation. That's why people are
rioting.
It wasn't going through the due diligence of their legislature.
He used a freaking emergency, basically what Biden does all the time.
Yeah. And that's...
Man, if we could get that fired up about something that he did, we'd be so much better as a country.
Yeah. We need to be more unified on some of these issues.
We need to be more like the French. I mean,
dude,
they know how to protest right.
And you know what, though? I can't believe we're
saying
that.
For good
they know how
cause,
to protest right.
Not over some... I'm going to step on so many toes. I'm not even sorry.
Don't be
not protest over fake racism bullcrap.
Yeah.
You're
fighting for what? Exactly, at that point. With the Black Lives Matter stuff?
Right, yeah.
What are they fighting for?
You know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to point them out, call them out by name.
Yeah.
We're not censored here, other than YouTube saying 18 plus on our videos, but who gives a shit?
But no, if we cared as much as the French did about their country, we'd be better for it.
Yep.
They only get violent because, it has to happen that way. It has to.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about these protests, Joe? Are you for them? Do you stand with France? Do you not stand with France? Do you think the French workforce is lazy by working only 4 days? Do you think they're not lazy?
I am with the French.
Yes.
Yes.
I
think it would almost be a sin to not be with them.
Yeah. Hence why I'm sporting the yellow vest, because it's
I think that we need to, because I feel for them.
Take a lesson from them, first of all. Just like they do.
Well, I feel for them, dude, because we are going through economic trouble here in the United States.
Yes.
We have our own issues.
Yes.
Similar to what France is dealing with and what the rest of the world is dealing with.
Yeah, because of COVID. Yeah.
Since the COVID pandemic, everyone shut down. Basically, the world stopped spinning for 2 years almost.
Yeah.
And everyone is in financial trouble.
Yep.
And
none of the leaders know what to do because it just effed us up so much.
Now we're facing the
aftermath of it.
The aftermath of it. it's finally caught up with us.
Yeah.
So now we're having the banks collapsing. You know, we're
riots in Europe.
I mean, dude, going on the far end of this, going back to the gold and silver, like investing in that, which I'm going to do.
Good.
Within the next couple of months or so, I'm going to go with my
My
fiance
family
and go check it out.
My family already has some. They are good with. They like it. They like the
Good.
idea because they already have.
You get like actual gold coins and stuff.
Silver. We have silver.
Silver and gold coins. Okay. Yeah, but it's really cool because
it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it.
I'm going with I was recommended or
you gonna use Rolling Capital? Or?
No, I'm not using a big coin company. I'm using a
Why is that?
Because they're not as honest as some of these other ones. There's this guy that I work with. I'm not going to name names of companies or whatever. But he recommended this gold coin company in North Olmsted, Ohio.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go check them out because he said it's just a guy running the shop. You know, he's a real honest man. And, you know, he goes to them all the time. And he buys rolls of coins off of them.
Good.
And they're good price.
Good.
You know, he says that he doesn't make a whole lot of money off of what he sells, but it's legitimate gold and silver.
All right.
And I'm like, you know what?
I'm going to support it.
Yeah, I'm supporting a small business.
Yeah.
I'm tired of, like, you know, supporting these large companies that, you know, they don't really care about what happens to you when they give it to you. You know, but this guy, I'm sure he cares about, you know, like the individual person.
Well, I don't think Rolling Capital's like that, though, Jared. I think when it comes to gold and silver companies, they're different. Because they know that the dollar's going to not always be, you know, a thing.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But there's a...
There's a reason why that's why it exists, because they know that event's going to happen that's going to tank everything.
Well, there was a...
I don't think Rolling Capital's bad. I think we've been using Rolling Capital, and it's... From what I understand, we've been using Rolling Capital, and it's...
Okay, well, maybe they're good. I don't know much about them. But there's another
whatever
gold...
you buy from me, I do it. I mean,
there's another gold company that I'm not going to name names, but I do... I've heard they're like a big name company, and it's all fine and dandy. They're like, you know, invest in gold and silver with us, and it's like all that stuff. But then you look into it, and apparently you have to spend a certain amount of money to even be considered to get that gold or silver.
Yeah.
So you have to spend like $4,000 on gold and silver out front just to get started with them.
That's shady.
I'm like, that's some shady business right there.
Yeah.
Because
just because of what they're doing, they don't even have to get into it. Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, because
dude, I
don't have the money to spend drop $5,000 on gold and silver right now.
You can't just stockpile it like a freaking doomsday prepper.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do. The plan is to get a little bit of gold and silver at a time.
Yeah,
and then slowly you build up a stockpile of gold and silver.
And then when the shit hits the fan,
you're ready to go. You have stuff bartering chips to get food for your family.
Yeah.
And, you know, because gold and silver, dude, it
lasts more than the dollar will.
Dude, for thousands of years, they've used gold. It's literally God's money.
Yes.
Like, that's...
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Amen. When the cars stop working, when the electricity goes out, when anarchy breaks everywhere, gold and silver is going to be very valuable.
Thousands of years.
Yeah.
Since the dawn of time,
they've
used
empires, dude.
Yeah.
Entire civilizations have fallen, and their gold is still...
And the value continues to go up.
Yeah, yep. Because there's going to be less and less of it.
Yeah.
As they mine it more. Yep.
I think that's the best investment that we can possibly do.
Physical investment.
Physical. Because it's something you can have...
Crypto's like, it's not... it's very volatile.
It's sketchy.
Yeah, it's a very volatile. Not sketchy, it's volatile. I think volatile is more the right word, because it's not that the business leaders are bad people. Other than one, FTX.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to, yeah.
Other than them, there's not really bad people. I think it's more so just the currency itself is so volatile that, you don't know what to expect.
There's still ups and downs with that market in its own respects.
Yep.
But yeah, I think...
Do it, dude. Invest in gold and silver, do it. I'm
going to check it out. I'm going to maybe check it out on a Saturday. They're open on Saturdays. I'm off on Saturdays, so I'm going to make the drive, the commute up there, check it out.
Talk to the guy for an hour or so. See what he Dude, ask him what he believes, too, if you don't.
Well, he's a conservative. He's a conservative, from what I understand.
Good.
Because he was talking with the guy that recommended this place to me.
Yeah.
And he was wanting to talk about like the economy and stuff, what was going on. But he
so he knows what's up.
But he also didn't want to open up a whole can of worms with like turning away a customer.
Yeah, because of his beliefs.
Because of his beliefs. But then I guess the guy said something about it along those conservative belief lines, and the guy's like, "Oh, okay, good, I can talk to you about this." And like, for real, I don't have to hold back.
It. Yeah. Good.
So I'm like,
good.
this is someone I can support.
Good.
Like, honestly,
Good. He can maybe come on the podcast and be an advertiser.
That would be nice.
That'd be awesome. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, talk to him, dude.
Yeah,
that sounds like a plan, dude. Seriously,
I'm excited. Because I'm also probably gonna buy a safe too.
Do it
so I can stockpile it in one.
I was gonna say, what's good as gold without a safe?
I know. Never get me gold doubloons. I'm about ready to go.
Mr. Krabs.
Pirate treasure hunting, literally, because there's gold in.
There it is, the Flying Dutchman treasure. Go, mines. Plastic.
Based on a real treasure.
Wow, that game really is based on a real treasure map. Well, what are we waiting for next? Dig!
Yeah.
Oh
dig.
We got it, Captain Krabs! Hand it up to me, lads. Eve! We finally found it. The Dutchman's treasure! The Dutchman's treasure! What are you gonna do with your show, Jared? I don't know. How are you gonna spend your show, Aiden?
Yeah.
Oh man. Saving it for SHTF is what I'm doing. Anyway,
I feel like they should use that episode for part of a commercial.
For gold and silver. Yes.
What are you gonna do with your share, Patrick?
The Dutchman's treasure.
Anyways, guys.
Horrible singing skills. Horrible.
Yeah, he's got.
Shut up!
That's Aiden's usual.
So to end all this, support France, guys. They need all the support they can get in this fight. It's their president for years has been absolutely, well, to put lack of a better word, he's been a bastard. He's treated their citizens like crap. He doesn't
care.
Yeah. He's brash. He's unfeeling.
He's acting like he had no choice.
Right.
But, dude, why don't you? You have a legislator. That's what legislation.
Yes,
that's what.
Dude, I don't know if you saw the video, but the Congress was booing. The Parliament was booing when they passed it. They started singing the French national anthem, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
They know what's up.
Yeah. This is this is serious.
Yeah. I just wish that we could be that passionate about our country, but we're not. We're going to let Biden and all them step on us, and we're going to let them do whatever they want.
That's why like I said, I'm going to invest in gold and silver. I'm going to try to protect myself and my fiance, and then that way we're into our marriage and we have something to fall back on, because I don't want to I'm hoping
and
it
you,
doesn't,
as the man in the house, need to make that decision.
Yeah,
for your family.
And I'm hoping that it doesn't get to the point where, banks, you can't get your money out, and then you're
Another Great Depression.
You're forced to struggle to find barter for food, from people
or hunt.
I mean, that's where guns could come in handy,
I could
right?
teach you to hunt if you want, Joe.
Yeah,
I could show you how to use a firearm, but we'll cross that bridge when it gets to it. If it gets to that point, I'll show you. But yes.
We hope, though, that it does not get to that point, because otherwise then we're in a world of hurt.
I think the Silicon Valley thing was just California being California, honestly. I feel like it's just
well, yeah, it was based on, woke policies that basically crashed the bank.
There's no way that could happen to every bank. Because a lot of them are just
right, like I said, it's kind of
with their money.
Like I said before, it's kind of a far-fetched situation that would happen.
Yeah.
But, we got to prevent.
Maybe a cyber attack or something would bring down all the banks and.
Yeah, we don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we could be closer to an apocalypse than what you think.
Yeah, like.
And this isn't just trying to, fear mongering or
No.
anything. This is legitimate. Like, there's signs.
Also, the
that this could
Euphrates
happen.
River's drying up too.
Yeah.
It's not in the Bible, first of all, so
Yep.
that's happening.
Prophecies
Anyway.
are coming alive,
Yeah. Yes.
coming to fruition in
Yes.
our lifetime.
Yes.
Um,
And just the world's getting more violent too.
yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've noticed it, Jared, but it's getting a lot more violent out there. Like, it's literally getting crazier, dude.
Yeah, people are divided even
Yeah.
more than they were.
Yeah.
I mean, like our topic tonight, we were talking about, division in colleges.
Yeah.
They're dividing people.
Yes.
Instead of unifying, they're dividing. That's why you're seeing people in France that are able to unify on issues where in the United States, you can't be
Nope.
unified on nothing.
Anything.
There can't even the simple fact of children mutilating,
Their own
Their own
yes.
genitals.
Yes.
and you can't agree that is disgusting and a horrific thing to put kids through. You think that everyone would be able to agree with that, but they
Yeah.
all make an excuse like, well, it's their choice and that's how they feel. They were born that way. It's like, no, dude,
It's just one.
it's just wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about, facts don't care about your feelings,
Yes.
dude.
And maybe a lot of the French people believe the same thing. I don't know. But when push comes to shove, those people band together.
Mm-hmm.
And they know what to fight for.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not letting this bastard take our country down. We should be doing the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
Word.
Workers' rights, don't let the elites push us around. Don't. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But
And I
Um,
think that's all she wrote on this
Yes.
episode of OTG
Yes.
Headlines.
And we will update you guys before we go today. We will update you guys on what happens with the TikTok thing. Gosh darn it, Jared. We will update you guys what happens with the TikTok thing. It's gonna probably change a lot of things. So hopefully it'll all work out in the end. So
yeah, just wanted to end on that lovely,
Stop.
beautiful note.
Yes. Okay.
And we'll see you guys
Next time.
next time. See ya.